everyone, I'm Gabriela Dragomir, the founder and CEO of Brainstorm Strategy. And today at Diasporas and Business, I have a special guest. Why? Because my guest, Alexandru Bajenaru, is an entrepreneur over 70 years, economist, with focus on management and with a passion for online work. He helped his clients with online tools based on a solid marketing principle. Welcome, Alexandru, to our Diasporas and Business Talk Show.
Thank you very much. Thank you for being here with you again.
Happy to have you with us.
Thank you for the invitation.
Very, very happy to have you with us. Alexandru, a marketing plan, it's like a roadmap for introduction and delivering your products and service for your potential clients. My first question for you, after 17 years, why entrepreneurship and nothing else? Why you choose this life?
Well, let's say I always thought that you can accomplish more this way. So I don't say that you cannot do a lot being working in a not necessarily in a big company, but in a nice company that has I don't know, puts emphasis on its people, on their ideas, and so on and so on. But I always thought, and I still believe, that you can do more, let's say, by yourself or doing the things you want to do than delivering on somebody else's idea. So it's a little bit on around that, and I still believe that. I still believe that you can actually achieve more through entrepreneurship.
What make you choose this type of business and not something else? Because you have a background like economist, you have know-how in management, and you choose to help your clients by marketing tools. Why this type of business and not something else?
I guess the best answer would be number one, passion. Number two, life, because this was my passion from the very beginning. So when I finished university, my first project was in the online world. It was in its infancy, and because I was very young and not very, I had no experience whatsoever, and I thought that everything is possible. That particular project didn't succeed, but it was my first project. I always liked that. Then I pursued this idea, and I finished a PhD on the same e-commerce environment and the communication, the integrated communication between companies, between departments of one company and between companies, and so on and so forth. But then actually I moved through different types of businesses, and I tried some on my own. I tried some with associates, and I worked for a group of companies for a few years. And then I got back. Why I ended up here? Because I'm most comfortable here. I think this is for me, and I think I can really help people doing this type of job. So yeah, it's like I said, it started with passion, and then life with its twists and so on got me here again. And I think I will stick with it at least for a while, for a good period of time. Yeah.
I can be more than agree with you. To stay in entrepreneurship life, you need to have passion. You need to love this special it's a really special way to live your life, because entrepreneurship give you to you up and downs all the time, and all the time you need to be focused and full of energy. Um, Between you and other people on marketing place, what is unique about your business?
This is a difficult one. I don't know if you planned this, but this is a difficult one. Truth is, we teach our clients that they need to have something special. They need to have something that differentiates them from the crowd. We need to have that too, but to be completely honest, it's very difficult. So this uniqueness many times comes from a combination of factors and aspects of the way you work, what you do, the way you work, the people that are around you, and so on and so forth. What I think, and I keep asking myself this question from time to time, because I think this concept, this thing evolves. It changes while the business evolves. Right now, I think we have two things that sets us apart. One of them is the fact that we understand the core marketing principles and business principles. So we understand the why. Why do you need to do marketing? Why do you need to invest in this type of activities? And we're tracking the final goal and the actual purpose, which is not marketing. Nobody wants to do marketing just to have a marketing department or to have marketing campaigns and so on and so forth. Mm-hmm. Everybody does that because it brings them more clients or happier clients or better clients, which means more money or more revenue, more profits, which means better life, quieter life, and so on and so on. So this is one of the things that we believe we understand the actual things that drive businesses and so on. The other one is the fact that we have a very broad perspective on things. We are not, I know there will be some that will say this is not the best approach, but we didn't specialize. We wanted to keep the options open, not for us, but for our clients. So we have a very broad perspective, and we truly believe that our solutions, we're going to help our clients with solutions that are really tailored to their needs, to their moment of evolution, to their pace, because some want to move faster and some are willing to go a little bit slower, or to have goals on a longer period of time, and so on and so on. So we always, from the very broad set of instruments, tools, channels, and so on, we're picking the right ones for each project and for each business. So this, and of course, our way of doing things. We are methodical. We are disciplined. We are a little bit of we like this discipline and all this doing the things and measuring stuff and all that. So I think, like I said, it's a combination of these things that helped us enter the market and stay here.
Alexandru, early you mentioned you teach your clients how to stay them out of the crowd. How you stay out of the crowd in this storm life?
Probably trying to be me, right? Wiser people than me say that we attract those that are like us. So in the end, we will have, if our clients will be somehow similar to the way we behave and how we act and so on. So I'm trying to, right now, you know, I'm over a certain age, so I'm not trying to be someone else. I'm trying to be me, and I'm trying to express that, and I let people that resonate with these, with my values and so on, come to me and see if we are a good fit. Because at the end of the day, all these projects are, apart from clicks, impressions, conversions, and so on, are relationship between people that if they work together well, they will work together for a long period of time, and with a good result. If they don't, they will not be able to move. We will not be able to move past a certain level.
Like entrepreneurs, we have a lot of tough days, and I'm sure you have many of them, and you too. What drives you to keep going when you have this kind of days?
Well, let's say, number one, my family. Number two, my goals. And number three, the fact that you can only move forward. So I have a family, I have a responsibility. I need to do things. It's not a hobby. It's not something. So I have to do the things that I have to do in order to provide, right? Mm-hmm. Then I have some goals. I want to be somewhere in 10 years and in 20 years and so on. And if possible, I would do my best to leave some kind of legacy. I don't mean an empire or something like that, but I want to leave a type of legacy. So I have to work towards that. And the part of all these, which, let's say, are more aspirational, more less tangible, there is the day by day. You have to be there. You have to move forward. You have to press on, because life is gonna throw at you challenges, and you have to deal with it. That's end of story, right? Well, there are better days and not so good days. On the not so good days, I try to finish working as soon as possible and just go to sleep. And next day, many times, things reset. I don't know, the cosmic, the universe energy, something happens and things restart in a better way.
You mentioned about legacy, but if you have the opportunity to go back 5-10 years back, what kind of decision you will do in a different way?
I think I would move faster.
What means faster?
At least in the last, I don't know, 5 years, we got comfortable. Mm-hmm. We entered a plateau. We had our clients, and we've been working with them for a lot of years, and we were working well, and they were referring us to other people and so on, and it was comfortable, and we stayed there for a rather a large period of time, for a long period of time. So I would have moved a little bit faster. It's right now we're trying to change that. We're trying to be more dynamic, to go out in the world, even though the going out in the world right now but it doesn't look like it looked 6 months ago. But we're going out more. We're reaching out more. We're getting involved in communities like this one, right? So we're trying to be more dynamic, and I would move faster, because I think we could have been a little bit more advanced right now than we are if we would have moved a little bit faster. Yeah.
You early you mentioned about how you handle tough days, but how you manage your frustration, your stress day by day.
Yeah, like I said, I only have two rules. Uh, Move forward. There is only one way, which is ahead of you, and the other one, when things get really tough, go to sleep as soon as possible, and you will start with a fresh mind the next day. So I don't know. I don't do something extraordinary. I don't have some habits of doing something that relieves me of stress, or I try, but I don't meditate. I don't do. I just simply say to myself that we have every problem. It's a task. Every
Mm-hmm.
situation is a thing. It's a situation that needs to be solved in a way or another, and every situation usually has more than one solution. So you have to just put yourself there and see all the options that you have and choose the best one. So
And sometimes you need to make a few steps back to see the solution, because when you are very involved emotionally, you can't see the solution, and you need to take a steps back. You have an interesting name of your business. How did you come with this name?
well, actually, I didn't. My father did. It was my company, like you said. It's 17 years old. I was really young, and I was determined that I want my own company, even if at that moment I hadn't a business plan or anything. Even though I finished an economics university and so on and so on, so I knew about all this stuff, but well, I hadn't had a really good plan, I had a kind of plan, and I was looking for a name for the company, and one day my father just said, "Why don't you put it? It's Balcorom comes from Bajenaru, Alexandru and Company, Romania." So it's a dull name, to be honest.
Well,
But
if
we're
you put
working
me
on
to
that.
try to find the right sentence, I didn't manage to. Wow, so simple.
We're working on that. For almost 10 years we've been promoting ourselves under another name, under a brand name, but that also I felt it didn't represented us anymore, so like you said, I took a step back and I went back to the company name and stayed with the company name for a while. And we're working on a rebrand. Let's say we're working on a brand. It took a while, and it takes a while. It's pretty complicated because probably it's my fault, because I'm in a moment in my life when I want to have the really good, best choice for this. But we're working on this, like I said, because I have some ideas that I think should resonate with our work and how we work and so on, and with our core values, that will finish the story, or finish the actual story that we can tell people that we work with, and we that are our leads and prospects, and finally, hopefully, our clients. Yeah.
You work with an amazing team, and I know that because I was involved with them. How you manage to motivate them to create the best way to come out the great idea from your team?
First of all, I think I really need I need to still work on that, because I think there's a whole other level of being able to really motivate people and so on. But yes, I'm happy with my team, and I think the way I do it is honesty and transparency. So I'm trying to be as honest as possible about what we have to do, what are the deadlines, what happens if we don't meet the deadlines, or I don't jump into deadlines before talking with them. So I'm not imposing the deadline. So we decide if a deadline it's doable or not. I think it's communication, transparency, and honesty. These are the things that keep the team working. And but like I said, I think there might be some more, and it's a very interesting area for me, and I'm exploring it constantly, and I'm trying to make sure people are here because they want to, and that we share I don't know, maybe it's too much passion, but we share the interest of delivering good work for our clients.
Alex, what is your personal manner to balance your personal life and business life?
I don't know where I read this, but someone said that work life is life. So I can say that I'm living my life to the fullest. No, I'm a bit of a workaholic.
Okay.
So I don't think I'm the best to give advice about this type of things. I think balance as a concept, I think it's more like an idea, and less a thing that you can actually grasp. Balance, I think the balance itself is a state, a very momentary state that you can pass through, not just stay there. So you're constantly seeking balance. It's important. I think it's important how much you tilt one way or the other. And to be honest, most of my adult life, I was tilting towards the work part of things. And now I'm not tilting the other way around, but I'm trying to create a more balanced approach right now. And probably, I don't know, in a few years, I will be able to reverse a little bit the balance and reach a long time equilibrium. I think it's like I said, I don't think you can stay in a very or in a perfectly balanced situation with life or let's say personal life and hobbies in families and work. You will have to have some period of time where you dedicate more to your family, and some other that you dedicate more to work, and some others that you dedicate more to your health and to your personal development. And so it's very difficult to have them all on the same rope, perfectly aligned. My take on things. I might be wrong.
I more than agree with you. We can't have balanced life because some days they are up on personal life, we are down on business life, and we can manage to keep the balance. Because you manage this unbalanced way. What kind of sacrifice you make to be a successful entrepreneur? After this answer, I believe you have many.
Yeah. You have to do a lot. It's many people say, okay, I'm going to be an entrepreneur. I'm going to leave the big corporate offices, and I'm going to do things I want, and I will have my time. Truth is, and I see this in many. I started young with my company and so on. But I see a lot of people that are trying to make this transition, and they start from imaginary world when they think it's gonna be all roses, and they end up in with a lot of struggle, and they realize it's a lot of work, and they understand that even though they are a good professional, and they have the experience, and maybe they have the contacts and so on, moving away from that big company does not necessarily mean that people that knew you will automatically throw projects at you and so on. So you have to do, it's difficult to answer this question. There are lots of sacrifices, small ones, bigger ones, and sometimes life as an entrepreneur is a pretty lonely one. You have to make a lot of decisions that are not always the most comfortable, and so it's a difficult one. A lot. I sacrificed some of my. I didn't put enough work into I didn't allow me enough time for health and exercise. I sometimes feel that I didn't spend enough time with my family. I didn't spend enough time with my friends. So it's a lot on a lot of levels.
That is very good advice from your side, especially for young entrepreneur, for the young entrepreneur who strongly believe in few years he will be or she will be freedom, and she will travel, the business will work without them inside, and that is very, very wrong. The life and special entrepreneurial life need lots of discipline, sacrifice, especially in the first 5-10 years. You need to have lots of discipline and hard work. Yeah, that is very, very
and determination, and yeah.
And many times you need to forget about your family, about your friends, and to put your business first, and to forget your holidays, or you work on holidays, and many
and sometimes during weekends, and yeah, true, all true.
Alex, you mentioned about your business core values. Can you tell us something about them?
I already said honesty, right? So I'm trying to be as honest as possible with my team and with the client. Some people say I'm brutally honest, because I'm trying to tell them from the very beginning what we can expect in the good scenario, but what can we expect in the less than let's say optimal scenario, in the bad scenario. So I'm brutally honest because I believe in I'm realistic. I'm enthusiastic about doing things, but at the same time, I understand that everybody has budgets, has responsibilities, and so on. And if I sell them a nice story, and they sell that to their bosses or to their peers or to their families or whatever, I hate to end up in a state where people are, how do you say that? Well, I have
They will refuse your
I lost my word.
They will refuse your collaboration, or
No. Because what I hate is that they will be how do you say that? I will remember. I will find the word. Don't So it's when you dream big, and then it doesn't happen, and you're really down because your expectations.
Yeah,
That's the word. So unrealistic expectations. I want people to really understand the process and what can be done, and we need this marketing thing. It's not a magic wand. We have, it's a lot of work, and we have to work together to achieve results. So, like I said, one of them is honesty. Another one, let's say, it's proactivity. I don't like to sit and wait for the client to tell me, I need this, let's try this other thing, or I try to be on top of things and to always keep an eye on the campaigns, on the project, and be a step or a half step ahead. What can we do to improve what we have? What can we do next? And I'm trying to teach my team to act like me, to never let the client be the one. Okay, it's nice when the client has good ideas and it comes with propositions and let's do that and let's do that, but it's even better if we can keep at least the same pace that he has. And I like when we are more dynamic than he is. So I think this is very important, not to wait around until the very last minute when the deadline is 5 minutes away and then start the project. No, I like to have things as organized as possible. This brings peace of mind too, and helps with the overall management of things in an management of things in an organized manner. But you understand what I'm trying to tell you, right?
How long do you stick with an idea before you giving up? This is a special question for every my guests at Diasporas and Business, because I want to know how long everyone keep an idea in his mind before he give it up.
I think that the honest answer from me is many times too much. I'm staying with an idea many times too much. I'm not giving up, even though I need to work on that. Let me rephrase. I need to work on that, because I sometimes don't give up, and I go beyond. I go way beyond the 80-20 rule. You know, everybody knows the 80-20 rule,
yes,
right? So when you see that you already invested time and effort and so on, and something doesn't start, you have to just be clear about it, put some limits, and move away. Many times I don't know if this is a virtue or a problem. It's a weak point or a strong point. I think part of it's good, because for an entrepreneur you have to be consistent. If you're not, and if you give up when you encounter your first problem or challenge, then you're not going to end anywhere. You're not going to reach anything. But I think I'm a little bit on the towards the extreme. I think I stick with some ideas for maybe too long.
Alex, the last question. What is your greatest achievement, and you are very, very proud in this entrepreneurial and long entrepreneurial life? If you have few, please let us know.
This is a tricky one. I think my greatest, the thing I'm most proud of is the fact that we have clients that we've been working with since the year I started the company. So some clients we've been working with for almost 17 years. And we have a lot of our clients that that are with us for a long time. And I think the values that I mentioned earlier helped with all this. The fact that we've been proactive, that the fact that we've been flexible, we've been paying attention to their needs and to what the market had to offer, and the changes in the market space and so on. I think this is what, and obviously the results that we're bringing them, this is why they're sticking with us. So I think this is the one thing that I'm most proud of, that we have people that are staying with us for a long, long time.
I know I say it is the last question, but never is last, because when I meet a special guest, my brain works faster. A great question. Do you think in business it's a kind of successful formula to success?
Actually, yes. Hard work. I think there is a formula. Hard work. Yeah. No, I think there are a few that will disagree with me, and they will say that you don't have to work hard, you have to work smart. Mm-hmm. And I agree with that, but you still have to work smart, but be consistent, be there, put in the hours, and so on. Even if you have to work smart, obviously, but until you get to the smart part, you will most probably have to work hard, and then you will be able to work smarter and smarter and smarter. But I think the only, I only think that, I don't know, maybe 0.1 to 1% of entrepreneurs have success without the hard work. For the rest of us, we really need to put in the effort and be consistent and be determined and so on. So yes, there is a formula. Work hard and be persistent.
How do you identify your business opportunities? Because marketing is a great area, and lots of competition around you.
There are various ways to say this, but the shoemaker has no shoes, right? So we're doing marketing, online marketing for our clients, but we do very, very few campaigns and things online for us. So why did we do that? Apparently, it's not our problem. It's an industry-wide problem. HubSpot has, I believe, it's a yearly research on agencies. How do they get their prospects and clients? Mm-hmm. And for us, and for the majority of our business, it's through networking and referrals, which is fine, and it's great because through networking and referrals, they come to you, and they come to you already prepared and with a good recommendation from someone. So the relationship starts very faster, not very fast, but much faster, and so on. Mm-hmm. But we're working for a while. We've been working on adding to our marketing efforts, let's say, some other tools and channels and so on. We've been partnering with HubSpot for a year and a bit, and that's an area that we believe it's a step forward for us in our marketing efforts, because we're tracking better the way we interact with our prospects, and we're working on improving our website. Yes, you laugh about this, but we need to do a lot of things to our website, which is there just to have a digital business card for now. So we have a lot of work there, work that we're putting the hours to do for our clients, but we didn't do for us. Please don't ask.
I will. Don't. The last question, the real last question. If you have a magic stick and and you have the possibility to meet yourself 70 years ago. What is your advice for you? And what is your advice for other entrepreneurs who stay out and try to create a business?
This is an easy one for me. If we're talking about a young guy or girl that is just finishing university and so on, I would say get a job first. No, not get several jobs in companies that you really like, and do your best to work with the best from that company and learn from. Because for me, it was a complicated journey, because I started the company right after I finished university. I had no experience. I had to learn a lot of things the hard way and on my own. And it's difficult. It's interesting, it's challenging, but it's at the same time difficult. And you don't, like I said, you don't have to always work hard. You have to work smart. So I would get a few jobs, see what I like the most, learn from other people, learn from people that have 10, 20, 30 years of experience, learn about the business, not only my slice of job, learn about what they're doing, what my peers, my colleagues, what the other departments are doing, learn about the business as a whole, how things move, how departments work together, learn as much as possible from smart people, from the best people in those organizations. And then once you see what you like, what you're good at, and so on, start to be, maybe you will need probably, I would say, 7-10 years. And then don't wait too much, because if you're starting your company in your 30s, you will have the know-how and experience, but you still have the enthusiasm, the energy to go out and to meet prospects and so on. So don't wait too much, but get some jobs and learn as much as possible. If you're not so young anymore, then I would say be prepared to work hard, because even though you have the experience, maybe you have great contacts, friends, they will treat you differently once you are outside of that organization, because you will no longer have behind you all those resources, all those teams. You will probably be alone or with a small team. So you have to earn them again their trust before they will be willing to throw projects into your arms. So be prepared for a new beginning, actually.
Thank you so much, Alexandru. Again, very wisdom edition about marketing, about entrepreneurial life. It's not easy. It's not so tough. You need to have discipline, perseverance, and lots of energy to build yourself around your business and around all other businesses. Thank you so much for your kindness and sharing your wisdom with our community at Diasporas and Business.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for inviting me. It was a pleasure, and hopefully I can help someone. Someone can get some of these ideas, and maybe it will help them on starting their journey or understanding their place in where they are right now.
Thank you so much. Definitely, many of them they will think, I'm here in this moment. I'm not so sure. I want to grab with both hands the opportunity. I don't know how to manage. I want to move very fast. I don't have tools, and yeah, lots of things will happen. Thank you so much again. Take care of you, and lots of success in this
Thank you.
special year.